Hey guys, this is OddOneGaming. This is going to be another Dragonheir SilentGods video. In today's video, we're gonna check the dev Q&A that we had released just, I think it was like an hour ago. In the meantime, you see me farming this in the background. I'm gonna make a video on this team as well because it's a pretty fun team. But let's jump straight into it. I've not read it first, so you know it's gonna be a first impression on my part as well. So let's see what this is all about. So we start with developers Q&A 4. So this is something that I'm happy that they do, because most of the time it's good to have these types of developer Q&As, you know, roadmaps, basically have the developers communicate with the community, and this is the best way that they can do it, through these Q&As. So let's see what's all this about. So dear travelers, now travelers who are advancing swiftly have reached the conclusion of season 2. Yes, we did. So rest assured, we have prepared ample content for season 3 in addition to the system upgrades and optimizations. Let's see what they are. Well, I haven't seen much this far, just some mechanic changes. Additionally, to the developers of Dragonheir SilentGods, will keep listening to your voice. They are here to answer some of the most discussed questions from you. Hopefully that's true. So, about new content. Will there be more kinsfolk and gender in the future, like female elves, dwarves, male human, and lizard folk? We will be bringing male Highlanders to the game in a future update. Well, this is something that has already released, so I feel like this dev Q&A is a little bit late. But I guess it's a start. Hopefully they can just release the other gender for each of those ones, because I don't think it should be that difficult. Like, you know, that might be me because I'm not that much aware how much work it goes into this one, but I guess hopefully that's something in the future. Even though it's not something that influences the game in any way, it's something that people like. You know, when you're playing these types of role playing games, even though they're like gachas, you want to have those specific characters to look the way that you want and have the gender that you want. So hopefully you're gonna actually implement that in the future. Okay, next question. The disparity between the top 10 and the first place is minimal. It is hoped that the players ranked first, second, and third could be awarded a special unique avatar frame lasting 90 days. Yeah, that's a good thing that they are asking. This signifies that if you wish to retain it, you must compete again in subsequent season. This could bring something to the best players to chase after without affecting the majority of players. Okay, let's see. We got you. We have planned to add vanity items and badges like exclusive profile pictures, only available to the best of the best to show off. In addition, we are also considering adding more achievement-related cosmetics such as profile frames and dye skins. More concrete information will be shared in future announcements. Stay tuned. So I feel like these types of things that do not influence the gameplay, just, you know, cosmetic stuff, are good. Like, implement as many as you want. If people enjoy that, if people that compete get those and they're happy about that, that's fine. As long as there's not something that completely, you know, continues to increase the gap between, you know, whales and low spenders, not free to play, because, you know, as a free-to-play, you're never going to be able to catch up, but don't make that gap insanely higher. It's already pretty high, you know. It's already pretty impossible, as in most gacha games. You know, if somebody is a whale and you're a low spend, you're never going to catch up. So the fact that this one's going to be a thing, I don't think is going to bother anybody. If you guys think this is okay, leave it in the comments below. I'm curious about your feedback as well. So, game mode optimizations. Can we have a max option in enhancement? It is a pain to drag 1 to 20 every time we enhance our item. Now, I don't want to be rude, but this person's just lazy. Like, it's not that much to just, you know, drag it once, get it to 20, and, you know, it is what it is. We already have that for, I guess, for leveling up. You click one button, takes it to 100. Maybe they want that, but I don't think that's something that's that important for the game to be changed, in my opinion. Again, leave it in the comments below if you disagree. Thank you, Traveler, for the suggestion. Such quality of life updates will be brought to the game soon. So I guess, you know what, is gonna happen, even though I don't think that's that crazy and that important, but it's a good thing, I guess. Since we have to leveling up our heroes like that, I guess it should be pretty easy for them to implement it with artifacts and gear. Endgame at each season is too long and repetitive. Taking on the same bosses every day, Affinity Solvent loses their value after reset. Maybe we could have more content in the last 3 weeks of the end of every season, along with more speed up options to lessen our pain of leveling up our heroes after each reset. It is a little bit of a problem continuing to, you know, keep leveling people. Especially because we get more and more heroes, you want to test out more, and doing the same thing, I can see it become a little bit boring. Even though I enjoyed, you know, testing out new people, it's just really hard, especially that beginning phase where you just need to get your first team and then the second and whatnot. So you know, it might be a stamina issue as well, I guess. The answer is gotcha. We will bring more content to the end of seasons to make it more compelling, and we are already in development with speed up options to make leveling more painless. We are open to more suggestions from you travelers. That's good. That's good that they're open. So the thing is like this, from my point of view, I don't feel like necessarily the end game is as boring. I feel like it's maybe not implemented or started properly. Like as an example, I'm gonna tell you my opinion. Last season, season 2. When Mechatork opened, I felt like so overwhelmed that I had to do 6 perfect teams day 1, that it's like, you know, it just felt overwhelming. I had to spend like 6 hours, 8 hours in that day, otherwise I'm gonna lose out. So I feel like maybe the way that they should implement the end game boss, at least, you know, the last one, like, you know, season 1 we had the Copper Dragon, season 2 we had the Mechatork. I feel like the way they should implement it is the same way as we have the chief challenges. Day 1, you can only fight 3 times. Day 2, 4 times. Day 5, you know, not upgraded every week, but every day. So make it 3, 4, 5, 6. That way people don't feel, you know, overwhelmed, because it's, you know, what if it happens when somebody is I don't know, is at work, somebody's busy, had some family issues happening, and you cannot be there the first 1 to 3 days. You're basically going to be so far behind everybody else that it's kind of game over for you. It doesn't matter that you fought for 2 months, you basically lose everything at the end when it comes to the placements at least. But again, that's my opinion. Let me know if you guys agree or disagree. Next question. The theme meander is just the same thing every season, boring and repetitive, and the rewards aren't even that good. Sorry to hear that. We have planned to have players spend less of their time in Fey Meander. Other than keeping the exploration aspect in Labyrinth of Curiosities, the Fey Meander will only contain 1 stage per floor. We have also adjusted the rewards to make it more compelling with a new reward based on the daily highest achieved floor. However, the new reward system is still subject to change. So the fact that they're making the, you know, a little bit less time consuming, I guess that's fine. But see, this is the type of things that become a bit weird. So yes, I do understand the repetitive side of things. However, people want not to spend too much time on things, but then at the same time they want more content. So, you know, I don't think it's that easy to constantly be like new content, new content, new content every single time. So yeah, some things are going to be repetitive. That's, you know, that's the nature of gachas. You cannot implement new content every single month. I feel like they've done a decent job with content. There's, you know, yeah, I'm always looking forward to having some new stuff, but I don't think that's like the most pressing matter. Again, from my point of view, I feel that the most pressing matter is still the seasons. That's just me. Okay, next one. The dungeon is another repetitive aspect of the game, spending over 80% of our time raiding Goblin's Lair for XP potion to level up our heroes. Can we get more ways to obtain XP potions from map exploration or maybe from Fey Meander so we don't get burnt out? This one I 100% agree, and I feel like every single person that plays Dragonheir agrees with this one, because he's right. Around 80% of the time we spend in Goblin, okay? And just doesn't make fun. It just makes it feel like it's a Goblin Lair simulator, because you spend time there in the beginning, in the middle, at the end, every single time, because you need so much XP to level up your heroes, and especially getting them to 100, that it becomes boring and it does become annoying. I agree. So I don't know, maybe they need to double the XP that goblins drop or something like that to make it work. I don't know exactly what the correct and the best solution would be, but doubling the XP is like one of the things that comes at the top of my head that I believe would be a good implementation, good solution. Okay, next one. We have planned for double drop events in the future, and challenge tokens can also be obtained in more ways than now. So the double drop rates are fine. I'm okay with that. They help. You know, it's definitely a step in the right direction. However, you run out of stamina, and that doesn't solve the problem. You just do it faster. It doesn't mean you spend less time. It's like, okay, you maybe spend less time, but you spend the same amount of resources, and it kind of comes to like, okay, I'm not spending 80% of the time, spending 80% of my resources in Goblin's Lair. So it's kind of the same issue. I don't feel like that's the solution. Additionally, we are considering adding an idle leveling feature in camp where up to 3 heroes can be selected to gain XP passively over time. Okay, that's good. Other ways to get XP are definitely needed. Okay, let's see. Other content. Can we have more ways to obtain shard heroes like Utyr and Ardreth, like exchanging for them in Season Shop? This is also our plan. Utyr is expected to be in the Season Shop at the end of Season 3, which of course will also offer items for Utyr inspiration leveling. I don't think I've ever heard anybody ask this, so I feel like, again, I'm not trying to be rude or whatever, but I feel like they just threw this as a question from them just because they wanted to add this as a feature. I don't think that's a bad thing, you know. It's a good thing. If people want to do that, if people want to get Uteor, they want to get inspirations for him, that's a good idea. That's amazing. I feel like that's an awesome feature. I just don't think like anybody ever asked for Uteor. Like nobody was like, oh my god, I wish I didn't miss Uteor. I'm never using him. Audrey, on the other hand, is definitely somebody that's really amazing. Okay, and I guess this is the last one. Let's see what it says at the end. So thank you all for submitting your feedback. As always, the developers will read your comments and suggestions while designing changes and updates accordingly. We encourage you to submit your feedback via our customer support. Just log into the game, so to go to settings and tap customer support icon. That's about it for this Q&A session. A big thank you to everyone who made their voice heard. Vanity has a more enchanting place because of you. Meanwhile, we encourage you to send your feedback and suggestions on various platforms. The Dragonheir SilentGods team will do its best to polish the game according to your expectation and bring you a more awesome gaming experience. So, honestly, I'm not sure there was anything exciting that really happened in here. So let's just quickly stroll over it. Okay, so the thing about adding new kinsfolk is like, okay, they added Highlander. We already knew that was in the game. The thing about some sort of special role for top 10. Again, they're looking into it to add more frames and dice and skins. I guess that's pretty interesting. Okay, next thing, the thing to add to just max out in gear, I guess, and artifacts to 20 is going to be, I think that should be a quick fix for them. That's the thing. Endgame, too long. This one definitely needs a change. So I feel this is the thing that's like most important from this one that needs to be addressed. So tackling the leveling up, tackling a little bit, the time spent in Meander, getting Uteor nodgers. I don't think there's anything like, I don't want to be, I don't want to be negative, but I don't think there's anything exciting that happened in this Q&A. Let me know in the comments below what caught your attention in this one, because I'm really curious. Like for me, it was the fact that like, they're looking into Goblin, they're changing a big Meander, and the season shop that's gonna be changed. But I'm really and I'm calling Dragonheir out, because I'm gonna say this, it's not guaranteed, but we have got word in the content creator chat that they're actually looking into a way to introduce a catch-up mechanic for seasons. Okay, because that's the biggest issue that I see in my comments and every other fellow content creator. Everybody says about the fact that I'm in season 1, you're in season 3, I cannot catch up, I cannot enjoy the content, I cannot play with my friends. It's annoying and whatnot. So what I want Dragonheir to do is just release a statement, like maybe one of these Q&As, saying that you're actually looking into it. Otherwise, it just feels like you're ignoring the community, your content creators and everybody, and that's not good. I don't like that. But anyway, guess we're gonna leave it at this for today, guys. Thank you all for watching. As always, if you do enjoy my content, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel to see when I upload next, and I'm gonna see you on the next one. Peace, love, take care, everyone. Bye, guys.